Good morning, people. I hope all of us are doing good. And today I want to go further into the Ashtavakra Gita. Uh, these videos that I'm posting, I'm recording, and whoever is listening to it, uh, there is just one thing because of which all of this is being done is that the time that you're spending watching this, that time should be given to get established into the seer, into the witness. There is something inside you that has the capacity, as I've told in countless videos, that has the capacity to witness all movements. Your mind is a house of multiple impulses, but there is something inside you that has the capacity to see the whole operation, to almost step out of it and see it, just like you see another person walking in the street or in the market. So you have the capacity to see your mind just like you observe a child playing, grappling for various toys, shouting if he does not get his toy, crying when he's hungry, and things like that. So your mind is very similar to that child. So start looking at the mind like this child, because it is like a child. When it wants something, it cannot wait for it. It just wants to get it as soon as it can. And the more we give it what it wants, the more of a crybaby this instrument becomes. And with this crybaby, with this tremendously undisciplined child, we are trying to live in this world. The whole world is being directed by this child. Hmm? So people who you think are very mature, the leaders of the world, the politicians, people like Elon Musk and all the people who have created social media and the rest of it, they might think that they are very creative, very intelligent, but the principle that is behind their intelligence is that of a child. Hmm? A child does not have a capacity to see the implication of his actions. Similarly, these people do not have the capacity to see the implications of what they are doing. And we are existing as we are existing because these people have all the power in the world. Hmm? They live through power, and the more we trust them, the more powerful they become, and the more powerful they become, the situation gets worse and worse for the earth in which we are living. The planet is being destroyed, is being absolutely shattered by the so-called development, a beautiful name given by these bastards to 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 keep their horror show going. So that is why when we're reading Ashtavakra, at least the time you're listening to Ashtavakra, for that amount of time, you must get established outside this undisciplined child. And Ashtavakra's words are such that gives us hope that there is a way out, that we can get out of this misery. After hearing this good news, we should embark on this journey, or at least try to embark on this journey, and see the validity of its words, and see what these words really mean. So, the last video, Ashtavakra was asking us to give up external and internal self modifications. Our mind is such that every time when you see yourself, and if you see yourself carefully, you will see certain vibrations inside you that are wanting you to you see modify yourself externally or internally. External modification is modification that appears in front of the world, like buying a good car, making a good house, painting the house, decorating your house and things like that, decorating yourself, putting on a beautiful face in front of the world. That is external self modification. Internal self modification is more subtle in nature. Mhm. So, according to Ashtavakra, even internal self modification is a result of illusion. Because we think we are the body and we are the mind, we keep on modifying it because this mind creates a sense of isolation. And in this sense of isolation, we get separated from this vast existence. This existence is our mother, but when we separate ourselves from the mother, we become very worried. So, out of this sheer panic, we surround ourselves with security. We surround ourselves with so many things so that we do not feel that fear in isolation. So that is what Ashtavakra said in the last video, and now we'll go further into it. In the 14th sutra, he says, "My child, you have long been caught in the noose of body consciousness. Sever it with the sword of knowledge. I am the consciousness, and be happy." Here Ashtavakra is saying, "My child, you have long been caught in the noose of body consciousness." Ashtavakra is telling us that for a long time, in the realm of time, if you see in the realm of time, so many years, so many lifetimes have been wasted in the sense of body consciousness, that I am this body. This is a very strong sense. It is as strong as the strongest thing in the world. It is so strong. But according to Ashtavakra, this is an illusion. As long as you think yourself as the body, you're gonna function from that source, or from that understanding that you're the body. And if you function from that source, from that understanding that you're the body, all our lives are going to be spent in anxiety, depression, misery, overthinking, and the rest of it, because uh, it is never enough. Anything is never enough. No matter how good you look, you might think that you can look better. No matter how much you have, you will always, invariably, and absolutely have the sense that there is more to get. So as long as you are entrapped in this sense that you are the body, you're going to be wasting a lot of time in baseless anxiety. Uh, Now, according to Ashtavakra, his only message is that you're not this body, you're not this mind. There is in you a tattva, an element that is the generator of everything that is existing in front of you. But the generator is separate from everything. The generator, if you function from the source of the generator, then if you get established in the generator, then your life will be totally different, because you'll be living in truth. Just like you feel very relaxed when somebody comes and tells you that you're being worried for the wrong reason. You were thinking that this is going to happen, but this did not happen. That happened. You suddenly feel at ease. So similarly, when you know who you are, when you know who you're not, rather, when you know very clearly that who you thought you were was just an idea in the head, and that idea was always changing, but you never saw that that easy thing to see. It's a very easy thing to see that whatever you think you are right now, it's because of a thought that is going on inside you at that particular moment. So Ashtavakra tells us, sever this noose of body consciousness with the knowledge, with the sword of the knowledge. Cut it with the sword of the knowledge that I am consciousness, and be happy. Be happy. Immense, right? Next sutra. You are unattached, actionless, self-effulgent, and without any blemish. This indeed is your bondage, that you practice meditation. Oh my God. This is tremendous. This is immaculate, this statement. He says that you are unattached. Just a minute. So, firstly, he says that you are unattached, actionless. So, attachment, action, all of these things only arises when you think that you are the mind. When mind is working in all its intensity, when it is vibrating and you are getting caught in that vibration, then you invariably feel that this mind is you, this body is you. But when you begin to see those vibrations, or those impulses, when you do it for a sustained period of time, if you do it as a meditation, if you do it as a practice for some period of time, then you will see very clearly that there is something beyond these impulses. This mind is a house of the impulses, but there is a seer which is looking at the mind at all times. Just like you're looking at the mobile phone, I'm looking at the mobile phone right now. Similarly, there is something inside that is looking at all the things that are going on inside you. That is why you're always able to see, why you're always able to see that what is going on inside you, the thoughts that are going inside you, the feelings that are going inside you. Now, who is it that sees? You might say it is the mind. It is the capacity of the mind that sees. I'm sorry, so many people are coming in that I've almost forgotten what I was saying. But that is not important. The only important thing here to remember is that there is something inside you that has the capacity to see everything, that is seeing everything. To say that it has the capacity is also wrong. It is always there watching. Huh? But because we seldom look at it, it never begins to assert itself. But if we give time, if we spend our days in getting established in that center, then the whole life undergoes a massive change. It is like a mutation more than a revolution, because each action that you used to do almost in a sleeping state, now you're very much aware of what you're doing and why you're doing what you're doing. So this sutra can change your life. Now then, Ashtavakra also says that you are without any blemish. Right now, the mind uh, is vibrating in a certain manner, and its activity almost makes us believe many times that we are people with a lot of faults, that we have done a lot of evil, that we are individuals who have done nothing but sinned. So this ये जो भावना है पाप की, ये पापना ये भावना पाप की, ये एक भ्रम है मन का, क्योंकि इसको करके जो गिल्ट पैदा होता है, फिर गिल्ट पे हम एक तरीके से गिल्ट को चबाते रहते हैं, जैसे गाय पुराने खाने को पेट में डालने के बाद चबाती रहती है. सो माइंड ऑलवेज वॉन्ट समथिंग टू वर्क विद. So guilt is another thing that the mind works with, and guilt is a very strong thing. It's a very strong food that the mind keeps on chewing, because that way it keeps its continuity going. But if you see very clearly that all these concepts are a result of the translation of the various things that are happening inside you, and these translations are because of the knowledge that society has given you, then slowly you will be able to free yourself from this idea of grief. You might have done many bad things. You might have done many so-called bad things and things like that. But if you go back and see that all of these things are there because the mind is chattering, then there is a chance for you to be free of it. So, and lastly, he says, this indeed is your bondage that you practice meditation. Now, this is one of the most revolutionary things said by Ashtavakra. He's telling us that because you practice meditation, you feel that you're in bondage. Now, what does it mean? Now, everybody, me included, and everybody thinks that the practice of meditation can free us from this bondage. But because Ashtavakra is talking to a person like Janaka, now this is important. Now, reading this statement, when the first time I read it, I thought that, oh, I'm never gonna meditate. I've understood Ashtavakra. But now, after this so many years of reading Ashtavakra, you see very clearly that Ashtavakra is talking to Janaka. Ashtavakra is talking to a very ripe seeker, a seeker who has done all this meditation, who has done japa, who has done dhyana, who has done tapas. And after all of it, this subtle layering is left, this subtle layering that is separating Janaka from true consciousness. So that is why he's telling Janaka, this indeed is your bondage that you practice meditation, because every time you are practicing meditation, you're telling yourself almost that you are in bondage. And because you tell yourself and because you feel that you're in bondage, you feel that you have to practice meditation. But every time you practice meditation, you are deepening the sense of bondage. So if you are meditating from the center of the mind, if your mind is telling you that you have to meditate and you start meditating, then your bondage keeps on deepening. But if you see that the mind is always gonna make you feel that you're in bondage, the mind that makes you go towards the various objects of the world, keeps you attracted to the sensual things, also has the capacity to keep you attracted to meditation. Meditation is also something that the mind uses to keep itself going. It's a crazy thing. The meditation practices as such designed in a way for you to see what lies behind the mind, but the mind is so clever, so powerful, so creative that it even uses meditation to keep itself going. So here Ashtavakra is taking away that layering, that every time you are starting to meditate, see very clearly why that process is coming into operation. Is it coming into operation because you think you are in bondage? And if it is coming into operation because you think yourself in bondage, then first meditate on these words of mine. Meditate upon the reality of consciousness. Meditate on the fact that the impulse that is making you want to meditate, this impulse is a result of illusion, is a result of the mind. So just do that, Janaka. Now, please don't listen to it and stop your meditations or your japa. Keep doing it. But every time you do it, just be aware of the whole operation. If you become aware of the whole operation, you will live in truth. You will live without illusion. Even if the illusion is making you want to do meditation or want to do japa, do all of it, but be aware why you're doing it. And that thing is going to free you a lot. It has freed me a lot, and it is going to free you certainly a lot. So ponder over these words, and whilst pondering over these words, as I always say, be a witness. See yourself pondering over these words. See the whole process that is going on. And if you see it for long enough, suddenly you will feel a certain peace. And that peace is going to be a result of you touching the deepest core inside you. Simply touching that deepest core inside you, become enlivened. So whenever you feel that enlivened, whenever you feel a sigh, it means that the mind has been understood and has been discharged for some time. Now imagine if that mind is discharged, or if you don't work from that illusory instrument in your life, how blessed the life is going to be. So I will end here at the blessed feet of Shri Ram. Thank you.